My name is Maciej Grajewski. I studied biotechnology at the Poznań University of Life Sciences, and later I moved to do PhD at the University of Groningen in the area of microfluidics. What inspired me? Difficult to say. I could probably trace it back to Spider-Man cartoons, but I think on a more serious note, I think a lot of advancements, especially around technology dedicated for biological advancements. The company was formed during my PhD, and we were triggered by yet another wave of new developments to popularize point-of-care testing and the very dynamic development of paper microfluidics. So we wanted to build a technology incorporating these two aspects to help people to get actionable data while not being trained chemist or analyst in the lab. So that's what we are doing in the company, and as a mission, we want to provide actionable data to people. And vision, we start a bit unusually for startups because we go for a craft beer market, which we believe has a lot of proof points for our values. And later we are thinking about moving to diagnostic field, including point-of-care diagnostics. So our thinking and as well proposal from SLAS to develop bio-entrepreneurship track was motivated by the fact that startups always struggle in all aspects of their beings. However, there's as well enormous group of people that they can help and stimulate startups, provide knowledge, and SLAS, and that aligns as well with my vision, would like to stimulate it within this community and move a lot of experience within this community towards startups. So we are very hopeful about this track. We are very hopeful about attracting more startups, more entrepreneurs, more new technologies to those events with this track. So we structured this track in three parts. So one is focused on investors and the different forms of investing and stimulating entrepreneurship. Second part of the track is dedicated to inventors or entrepreneurs themselves to tell about the innovation, how they build companies, what they really need, what's their vision. And the third part discusses IP management, IP strategy, innovation strategy to pave the best way to continue with the innovation. So people that are attracted to startups are like, to an extent, natural risk takers, or they are driven by making an impact or change. It's, let's say, easier to try certain innovation via startups. So like people move faster, the decision processes are easier. I think that this is a really nice trend, and was to an extent kind of liberated from a lot of R&D departments of big companies. And big companies as well figured out that certain things are faster and in consequence as well cheaper to make via startups with people who are happier in this high-risk environments. So it's startups are needed. I don't think so that they are like short-term trends, but we as well don't know if we will need startups forever, right? If the market will decide to take a turn, and now every big industry company will have their own high-risk startups. Getting across the message that developing technology into life sciences or deep tech, which is sometimes merge, it takes time. And as well, it needs patience and of course certain amount of capital to make it happen before you prove and validate everything. So those are the things that for many people who are in technology, it's not subconsciously understood, because people are used to, for example, for advances in software, which you can validate and try to monetize much faster. When you're developing something into life sciences, it takes significantly more time. Now as well, it's like with genetic diseases in 60s or 70s. Everything what was very easy to spot and understand is 95% gone from, it's already covered. Now we are providing solutions to much more complex and intertwined world, So it naturally takes more time to solve those problems. I would say diagnostics, all flavors of diagnostics. So that's definitely one field that it's for me interesting to follow. And as well, moving the diagnostics or monitoring of patients to not to centralized spots. So this point of care diagnostic is super interesting because not only because of technology, but as well social acceptance. More and more is possible. So COVID being prime example of it. Everybody knows how to make a swab reasonably well and test yourself for COVID. So that's one example. Second example, which is probably as well much more prevalent in this room, is at-line testing of different laboratory processes. So you are looking how to relieve the burden on centralized labs, and you're looking which kind of tests you can perform at-line very close to the processes that you are running. So it's very quick, and call it, for the purpose of this interview, dirty method to get kind of yes/no answer, or you're on track or you're beyond track, then you try to correct it somewhere else. This is as well something that technology facilitates and helps with. So within our company, we are preparing for launch of the product. So a product called Bio-meter by SG Papertronics. Within the next couple of months, we should get there. Also, as a real entrepreneur would say, we will be there. SLAS-wise, I'm looking into different projects that can help with bio-entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship, and SLAS presence in Europe.